Let's do a hard segue. We're going to jump to the big story. Daily Mail says Martha's Vineyard declares a humanitarian crisis over influx of just 50 Venezuelan migrants. Republicans slam liberal island's pathetic reaction and ask, what are the thousands arriving in Texas every single day? I love this. Did you guys see Karine Jean-Pierre's response where she's like, it's a cruel and unusual thing to send people to Martha's Vineyard? And I'm like,
terrible.
Calm down, man. Stop bragging on Martha's Vineyard, dude. It's actually like Ron DeSantis. I'm kind of jealous. Like, why does he get to give them a flight to Martha's Vineyard? What about me?
Yeah,
you know? No, for real. Like, I got to be honest. He could have just randomly chosen 50 Floridians and been like, you're getting a vacation in Martha's Vineyard. Instead, the illegal immigrants are the ones who get this luxurious vacation.
Yeah, well, look at the immigrants that go to New York. They get a hotel in Times Square. So I mean,
are they really in Times Square?
Yeah, that's what I believe. Wow.
The hotel they did originally. It was like $600 a night
Luxury
per room,
hotel,
and then they stopped that policy. But that was the policy in the first few weeks. But it's not a vacation. They're kicking them out. If you see the government officials from Martha's Vineyard, they're coming out. They're like, these people can't stay here. They can't be here. There's 50 of them. They're calling for federal assistance right now. They're calling in emergency meetings. 50 people. How many mansions do they have over there? How many rooms does Barack Obama beachfront mansion
8 rooms.
that by the way somehow can't be affected by the rising tides he keeps warning everyone about? Yep. How in the world? He has so many rooms. Let him in. Let him in the mansions. Why aren't they? Why are they being so selfish? Why are they being so disgustingly rude?
Christina Pashah tweeted, "Wow, this Martha Vineyard's Democrat doesn't seem very welcoming or progressive. Quote, we don't have housing for 50 immigrants. Don't the Obamas have a 10-bedroom mansion there?
Minimum.
That will fit half of them."
Yeah. So the Obamas have 8 rooms in their house. They have 7.5 bathrooms. They have 30 acres on a little piece of Martha's Vineyard that's set to be underwater in like 5 years, according to them. It's not me saying this. And I can't, this lady who's talking about housing these people, Martha's Vineyard is really small. They're a very small population. It's likely that they don't have housing for 50 people right now, but at the same time, you know exactly what you voted for. I think this is brilliant.
There's tons of properties on Martha's Vineyard that are vacant.
Yeah, there's
tons.
space.
There's
space, yeah.
But there's houses, and they're not all big mansions. Some are like 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, little cottages. Yeah. So I get it. Those are privately owned. But hey, how about this? How about all the rich people? You own a $15 million mansion. Why don't you guys pool your resources together, send it to the government, so the government can do what you want them to do because you guys like helping migrants, right? So why don't you pool your money? The government can then buy some of these houses and start housing these migrants. What's wrong?
Well, see, the troll in me loves that they're sending them there, but the pragmatic primetime 99 Alex Stein, which is I'm usually not like that. I don't want to send these immigrants all the way deep into America. Let's send them back to their home on a first-class ticket.
Well, so I said this too, and people pointed out that the states don't have the international authority to deport people.
I'm sure. Yeah.
So it's like, international relations are negotiated at the federal level, so the state of Texas can't just send people. I think they could, but I think there's like an international incident thing.
We literally have an invasion on our border. It's not just people from South America. It's people from Russia, people from the Middle East that are coming through every day. And
it's from Africa, from sub-Saharan Africa.
But it's a sex trafficking. It's a drug trafficking. I think they took a woman in for a rape kit, and she had semen samples in her from 22 different people. And I think the semen samples only lived for like 48 hours or something. So, and there's things called rape trees out there. I mean, it's disgusting where, kids, they'll find underwear, they'll find tampons, they'll find all kinds of stuff that insinuated that there was some sort of sexual trauma that happened on that scene. So it's not okay when these parents literally use their kids as collateral to send them with coyotes across the border.
They need to send the National Guard down to the border and just shut it down.
They need the regular army there, not just the National Guard. Instead of having a base in every other country, we need to put bases on our border and try to protect our U.S. citizens. 108,000 drug overdose deaths this past year. We have a fentanyl crisis that is killing literal children left and right, day after day.
But that's the CIA. The CIA is probably bringing that one in.
And you talk about the Iran-Contra, which we were trading with Nicaragua guns, and then we were bringing them in, and Barry Seal was flying these drugs all over.
Cocaine into the United States, making it crack cocaine, and of course selling it to the poor communities.
Freeway Ricky Ross, and this is all done through Mena, Arkansas.
The news would then run stories where they would be like, on the corner of 63rd and Cicero, another super heroin death. And then the next day they'd be like, 16 deaths last night after we ran that report. No joke. They would run reports telling people where it happened, and then the addicts would rush there and be like, I want to buy it, and then the next day they'd be like, even more dead.
Yeah, just to go back to this topic, 50, those are rookie numbers. Barack Obama, during COVID, had hundreds of people at his birthday party at Martha's Vineyard. Bring them all. Have Obama host them. Obama's a big fan favorite, of course, bringing people in here. Kamala Harris also had immigrants show up at her doorstep today in Washington, D.C. As she was doing interviews saying that, yeah, of course, the border's very secure.
I think Abbott and DeSantis should send more planes to Martha's Vineyard. And it's mostly because it is a beautiful, nice, safe, wealthy place.
The Hamptons.
The fact that, in the Hamptons, the fact that they're saying like, how dare you be so cruel, like so cruel. We sent these people to one of the wealthiest places in the country. Y'all can take care of them. They're going to live better than they would have lived anywhere else.
Absolutely. And they're at the richest place in the world almost. And specifically, when you send them to New York, the mayor is even saying it's too dangerous for immigrants to be inside of New York City because of the rising violence. So why send them to New York? Martha's Vineyard seems fine for me.
Well, and then have you guys seen the complaint from Mexico City about the gentrification of all the white people?
Yes.
So isn't that funny how it works out like that? You know, a bunch of white people come, oh, get out of here. They're making stuff rent more expensive. And
they're not speaking Spanish. They're speaking English. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.